Good afternoon. It's May 23rd, Victoria Day. One reason why this walk is at a slightly unusual time for my Monday walk is it is a holiday. So things have been a little different at home, doing other things. I hear music from somewhere, I don't know why. So this is Monday. That means I'm walking along the creek. Maybe take a slightly different approach than sometimes. I don't know what that music is. It could be coming from the park. Sometimes if there's some sort of concert going on at the park, the Wascana Park, the sound travels in an odd sort of way. And it can sound like it's coming from somewhere else, but it's actually coming from here. From over there, I mean. I suspect that's what I'm hearing. Some sort of activity in Wascana Center today. Garbage truck. They pick up the garbage even though it's a holiday. So I didn't do much in the way of work today. A little bit of contract stuff for Shapers of Worlds Volume 3. And that's about it so far. Must be coming from the park. Probably see more people out and about than I normally do on a Monday morning when I do this walk. Shirt sleeve weather today. Could have worn shorts. I didn't think of that. Should have it's about time to switch to them. Okay, heading up here to the dike. I've already seen one dog. Looks like there's another one. Is that Oh no, that's not somebody with a dog. That's just a person. Walking briskly today. Beautiful day. Pretty sunny. Not too much wind. Blue skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things growing so bright. They're getting their garden ready to go down there. Probably walk tomorrow and then I'll be away, so I don't know that there'll be any more walking until next week. So don't worry if I don't show up. going to be in Toronto, but I don't know that I'll do any walking in Toronto. We'll see. Maybe I'll take this with me and give it a shot, depending what else I have to do. Just crossing the bridge is doing so very, very slowly there. Bicyclists, we got dogs, we got people. It's a bit of a traffic jam here on the bridge. Take a moment to look up the creek to the east. And again down here to the west. Starting to look quite summery. See, the leaves are leafing out more and more every time. Grass is certainly green. I wonder if the waterfall is running in the park yet. If it is, I might go down that way. See, that's where bells are important, because you never know they're coming until they zip by you like that. Which is dangerous. And bicyclists never seem to think of that. And I'm probably guilty of that when I've been on a bicycle too. But I'm more aware of it as a pedestrian, that's for sure. I don't think the waterfall's going yet. Is it? No, not yet. Oh, lots of people over here in the park doing parkish things. Parking. It's like a picnic. Definitely a picnic. I think I'll go walk through the grass over here again. It even smells like a picnic. Somebody's got something on the barbecue. Victoria Day is kind of the traditional start of summer, even though the leaves aren't even fully out yet. And it snowed this week, but still. Today it feels like summer. Of course, it doesn't really start till the the solstice, summer solstice, June 21st. Then the days start getting shorter again. But we won't notice it for a while. Just like you don't notice when they start getting longer in the wintertime. You have to pay some attention to my feet. It's just close enough to the edge here. You could turn a foot wrong and possibly tumble down the bank into the water. You'd have to work at it, but it's possible. Comes a dog. Small dog. Danger, thin ice. Maybe that music is coming from up here somewhere. Sounds like it's on the other side of the creek. Oh, there's a bunch of tents over there, so I don't know what's going on over there. I wasn't planning to go that way. Some sort of festival outdoor thingy. It's on the grounds of the there's a whole bunch of people over there doing something. And that's where the music's coming from. It's on the grounds of the Balkwell Civic Arts Center. Across Elphinstone. Go down and see what that's all about, except I didn't really want to walk through a crowd with my camera today. But I'm going to go walk down along the creek over here, so get a look at whatever's going on over there. Lots of people. Tents, kids. I don't usually walk over here to look at the creek from here, but there it is, and some sort of festive occasion going on over there. I honestly don't know what it is, though. Here's the Elphinstone Bridge. I'm just going to walk along the creek today and not cross over to the other side, is my plan. This is the time of year to do this before the mosquitoes come out, because once it's mosquito season, you'd probably kick up clouds of mosquitoes walking through the grass here. And they can't be far away. Of course, that's the other sound of summer. Lawnmower. I had our yard cleaned up this week. And the grass got mowed. Something to do with the Neil Balkwell Center, I would think. There's also the Seniors Activity Center over there. Might be connected to that instead, but it looks like it's probably more with the Arts Center. As you probably guessed by now, the thin ice warnings stay up year-round. That's the second one we walked by, and yes, about as thin as it gets, ice-wise. Not crossing the bridge today like we normally would. I'm going to carry on walking by the creek and the grass up here. Normally I'd go over that bridge, but not today. There's a bit of a path here, just a dirt path. Don't usually walk during the winter on here. When it's dry, it's works just fine. Don't usually see the bridge from this side either. So there's a bit of a berm here for flood control, I would think. That'd be what that's for. Normally I'd be on the other side of the creek. Oof. Any number of possibilities for a good thumbnail today. Pretty one. The sky and the water and the fresh green leaves. Over here it looks like this. Grass and trees. Trees and grass. And water. There's a goose in the water. I did do a bit of a walk yesterday, but I didn't live stream it, but passed a one-legged goose, which I felt sorry for, but he was upright, getting around in some fashion, and probably could still fly, so at least he wasn't dead, whatever happened to him. There's a duck down there too. Up here we get some goslings up here. A whole family of gooses. You silly goose. I'll give them a bit of a berth so I don't scare them too much. They're looking fairly grown up already, but they do grow up fast. Yes, yes. No one's bothering you. And up here is Pascal Street. We'll go over to the other side and go down the creek on this side, which I haven't done for a while. And then I believe it's Edward Street, which I like, of course, because it's my name. Although it was not named after me. Go figure. Oh, didn't even see these kids over here. All right, we will cross over here, walk along the dike on the other side. There's the Leopold Bridge up there, which again, the last few times along the creek, I've been on that side, but I haven't been over here for a while because I'm waiting for it to dry out after the snowmelt. Here's the weir, which I've looked at from the other side a couple of times on previous walks recently. Just part of the water level control. And then there's the Leopold Bridge. I'll go a little further up here. This is actually Edward Street, but I'll come back to it. th Avenue and Edward Street. So I'll come back and walk along Edward, but first just a little side journey up here. We'll climb this bit of a hill here. I'm sure the way that the roads go through here got changed when they built the Leopold. Well, you sort of get what might have been the way a road went before. Then they built this berm for sound control, so people living here didn't get as much traffic noise off the Leopold. But if we go up here, and you see the Leopold, over there you can see the control tower of the airport, China International Airport, and there's various things over there. A lot of them related to the airport, but not all of them. Then you turn this way, and you get a bit of an elevated view of the river and the path with the cyclist on it. Apartment buildings over there, and you can see the dome of, not really the dome, but the roof of Mosaic Stadium over there. All right. It's kind of boring walking along the alley, so I'll go back to Edward Street here. This is the turnaround point. From here, it's all back towards home. Another look at the weir. water running over it with the sun shining on it. And here's Edward Street. Alas, I'm sure it's named after King Edward, not after me, Edward, but maybe someday. My gimbal's getting a little short of juice. I hope it lasts for the remainder of the walk. I thought it was plugged in, but it wasn't. It was just sitting where it needed to be plugged in, but not actually plugged in, because I'd plugged something else in to the USB charger and unplugged the cord for this. And so even though I plugged it in, I wasn't actually getting any juice, as we say in technical terms. It's an interesting kind of modern one there. The roof line, still different. I think this must be a new one. It certainly matches the neighborhood well. If not, it was heavily redone at some point. So let's see, do I go on up Edward and around the corner? Do I go over here and go into the neighborhood over here? I think I usually go up that way, so I'll go this way. This is Pasqua, or of course I could go down the alley. Not terribly exciting. I'll stick to the street. This is a crosswalk, so not even sure what they call this neighborhood. I know I've looked it up before, but it may be considered part of Lakeview. I don't know. Sheldon Williams Collegiate is up here. Somewhere. And the creek, of course, is actually over there somewhere. Let's go down there, because I see a pavilion of some sort. Let's go see what that's all about. few pavilions, but nothing seems to be happening. I think they're getting picked up after having been set up for something. Yeah, it looks like they're dismantling them. Over there. There must have been some special event going on, but it's over now. Porta potties over there too. Oh, snowshoe hare. Off to my left, behind that tree. Should see him again. There he is. And there he goes. A fairly unconcerned lope. That pace for a snowshoe. Sheldon Williams Collegiate now will be on my left, where Alice would have gone to school if she'd gone to just the closest public school, but she went to Luther College High School, private school instead. But she did come here as an elementary student for a band. I used to drop her off right here and come here for the elementary school band concert, which, if you're musical, can be a bit of a struggle to sit through, but I did. She played trombone and even took lessons for quite a while, but kind of went by the wayside when she got more involved with other things. Home of the Spartans. Built in the 50s, I think. Sheldon Williams Collegiate. Normally I come along here, it's a school day, and I try not to walk onto the school grounds too much, but since it's not a school day, I'll go around the end of the building here, which I don't normally do. Besides, I can walk in the shade. Not that it's really hot, but the sun is warm. Here's the school grounds, baseball diamond, football field. Not that they would play football here. They don't play games here. It's just a practice field. High school games are played at Mosaic Stadium, I believe. Here around the bend. Hear music coming from whatever is happening over there by the Neil Balkwell Center again. So far nobody has said hello. If you're there, say hello. This is McTavish Street if you're following along at home. McTavish and Quappel Drive. And straight ahead of us is the creek. But I'm not going straight up there because there's all that picnic stuff happening, so I don't want to cross over there. I'll stay on this side. Actually a new house there. But built in a traditional looking style. This actually leads us into an alley, but it's kind of an interesting curve, so. See the condo buildings up there. Those are, I think of them as fairly new, but they must be 15 years old by now. We'll go this way. This must take us on to Elphinstone. So the creek could be up there where the trees are. Again, there's some sort of big picnic party thing happening over there. Well, that's how this works, huh? Elphinstone suddenly goes that way, and this is where it turns into Montague. I wasn't entirely clear where that happened. I always thought of it as happening at the intersection up above, up a ways here, but no, this is where that happens. So I think the whole thing is Elphinstone, but it actually stops being Elphinstone right here, and it's Montague, and then I think it turns into Argyle, about 3 more blocks. Partying hardy over there. Party, party. I might jaywalk here if I get a chance. Looks like I can do that. And then we'll go down into the Waterfall Park here, even though the waterfall's not running. Just a strip mall over there. So this is the Waterfall Park. Eventually there'll be a waterfall, artificial waterfall, coming over those rocks. There's a little bit of water there, so it looks like maybe they tried it. Oh, there goes another hare. That's the other side of those bushes. I mean, it is damp, so they must have let a little water go through there. And there's water in the pool, so I don't know how they decide. When to turn it on and when to turn it off. We'll go over the little bridge. So yes, that will be a waterfall. And then the water will run through this little creek here. But at the moment, it's just a pool and not much water in it. They must have done an experimental, or that might just be from the rain, I don't know. Possibly that just ran off the last time it rained. Feels a bit like the mountains in here just because of the rocks and the trees, but of course the absence of mountains is kind of a fails that. I'll walk through the grass because I already walked along the path. I'll go up here to Regina Avenue. It's been mowed not that long ago and it still smells like, not exactly new mown grass, but mown grass. This is Regina Avenue. If you're going to the airport, you'd most likely go out, straight out that way. It takes you to the airport. Not too far. About 5 minutes from here. It only takes us, when we're flying somewhere, 15 minutes tops to get there and parked or drop somebody off. Probably more like 10. Which is nice for flying purposes. And it's a small airport, so there's not usually a huge wait in security or anything. We are flying to Toronto, and they've had all kinds of delays there, although I think it's mostly international flights coming in. But we'll see. We probably won't notice it flying in domestically, but when we leave, there's liable to be really big lines. So we'll have to plan plenty of time to get to the airport. Fortunately, it's not I don't think it's an early morning flight or anything horrible like that when we leave. Okay, once more over the bridge. About 3 more blocks and we're home. Creek again. Oh, I think my gimbal is getting a little wobbly. Might be the lack of power. All right, we'll go down here. Because I already walked along the dike. Still don't know what all this piping is about. Except it has nothing to do with Scots. It's not that kind of piping. I think my gimbal might quit on me before I get home. We'll see. If you're suddenly looking at the sky or the ground, that's probably what happened. See, I just don't know what these pipes are about. Clearly carrying water, but I don't know from where to where, or for why. And they run all along the street. I just don't know what is going on. And there's all these holes that have been dug in the street as well. This is a very unusual house that I sometimes point out. Clearly some architect's dream house. Be interesting to see inside it. It has windows, but they're very narrow, sort of slit windows. And it has a very forbidding aspect to it, but it has this beautiful garden, which is looking prettier now as the flowers come up. And they have this whole like extra half of a lot here that they have the garden in. So it's very nice, but I'm really curious to know what the inside of it looks like. There's hoses all over the sidewalk. And again, I don't know why. They seem to feed into this pipe. So they're draining something, but I don't know what it is. And that one's actually got a hole in it. It was spraying my foot as I walked by. I actually walked down this street on Saturday when I went for my walk. Went over to Lakeview and around. So this is the opposite direction. Hello. Well, music's coming over there from the Neil Buckwell area. There's Henderson Terrace, Heritage Property row houses, but I walked by them before. The gimbal's definitely looking a little wobblier than usual. But I don't have far to go now. This is Leopold Crescent, and I want Angus, which is one over. Is that tree flowering, or is that just new leaves? No, it's flowered. Cool. Two of them flowering like crazy. Very pretty. It really is spring. Even if it did snow last week. Hello. Very close now, very close. More flowers. The tulips are always the first things, usually. I like the looks of that house, kind of European fairy tale-ish kind of. I think I've been in it. I know I've been in this one. Also very nice. We just go around the corner for a block and that's our stopping spot. So almost done. Nobody has said hello, but I can tell by the little numbers that there have been people watching. So I hope you've enjoyed this lovely Victoria Day walk along the creek and back here in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Remember, you can subscribe to this channel. With any luck, I'll break 400 subscribers this summer. It'd be nice to get to 1,000. You can actually start making money if you get to 1,000, but you know, at this rate, it's still about 3 years to go. Oh, there's somebody. Hello. I can read it. Sandra, hello. And Sharon. Thanks for watching. We're going to end right up here at this stop sign. The gimbal managed to the end, even though I thought it was looking a little uncertain at times. It's definitely ready to be plugged in for a charge. Angus Crescent, and appropriately we see a bicyclist and some dogs. All right, I'll stop here. Thanks for walking with me, and I'll be back tomorrow. Then it might not be any more for the rest of the week. I'm not sure yet, but should be back tomorrow anyway. Bye for now.